और Kapatisi TV. ICFA University Meghalaya is now open for admissions for the academic year 2025. Explore our best courses and apply today. Fee concessions are available for domicile students of the state of Meghalaya.
Yaka World Entrepreneurs Day. Lani kasngi karpang ki Nongseng kam lajong. La rakhi da ki Nongseng kam nakaleng kajalla Meghalaya. Ha ka je kando lang ha All Saints Hall Shillong. Ha ka bakilapan pao ya ka jingsdang ka jingyalinti ka jongki. Bat ya uso ka jingtreshitom da ka Jingkyrshan jong ka prime Meghalaya. Ka balapan ko bor ya ki riu shimat ban penorlong ya ka jingang nuot jongki. Bat ban yarap ya ki bakin kenjo siya ka thong ka bakidon. Hakani kasi ka Deputy Commissioner jong ka East Khasi Hills ka Kong Rosita Mary Kurba. Kalapan pao ya ka jingsngongu sikat de ya ka kenhuon jong ka prime Meghalaya. Ki balalong ki nong kadaw linti ya ki Nongseng kam lajong ban kenjo siya kathong. Haba pensilur susu ya ki nong Asian benta u Managing Director jong ka Centerpoint Group of Enterprises uba Larsing Ming Sawian. Uloong bakisamla hakani kajok ki long ki badon bong baka sorkar kala paikmat ban Kyrshan ya ki Nongseng kam lajong. Bat kadaipat sa kakamram jongki ban penurlong ya kakabu bala plilat da ka sorkar. Kiway ki nongkran hakani kisngi ki kinthop yo usamla rural kharbotna ubala khatkhandai snam karta usamla puli science na Shillong College but ubala long Nongseng ya ka innovative research and mobilization bat ka Dr. Lahun Lang Solia kabala long ka Nongseng ya ka PMR Center. La pensyong kun susu ya ka negasi da ka jingpen banapat ba ya ka prime film ka prime photography competition 2025 ka bala penipat ba ya ki khatar tali ki dor ki bala job ha ka je ko bala jet na ki nyopo tali ki nong pha nalor kini layadon lang ru ka executive director jong ka MBMA ka Saloni Verma bat ya ki wei ki bala saki ya ki tiar bala penmi da ki Nongseng kam lajong ki jingbam ki jan kinam bat ki wei ki jat tiar kumban supentep hangni baka prime Meghalaya kadon palat riu hajar ngot ki nong yo jingmentoy bat palat ars pangot ki Nongseng kam lajong bala yo Jingkyrshan.
One thing I can tell you, a message that I would like to send out to each and one of you is that you all are very, very lucky that you are actually in this space, in this particular moment in time. The scenario in Meghalaya 20 years back was so different from what we're experiencing here today in many aspects. One is from the global perspective that as a country, we were still fairly third world and developing almost to the term of being underdeveloped 20-25 years back. Today's India is a global emerging superpower. We are fourth in the GDP of the world, which essentially means that we have a huge consumer population within this country. So we are one of the fastest growing markets in the world along with China and the ASEAN. So there lies the huge opportunity. Number two is that we're in the age of disruption. Amazing disruption happening, first started by the digital era, secondly by AI which has come in now, and what social media has done is that it has broken the barriers of chain link trade. Today you can yourself as a producer reach your end customer by broadcasting yourself in the correct manner. Thirdly, we are in an environment where I must take this out and I've experienced this. I was there yesterday in another function which was related to crime. I've heard so much about this, but I was also in a function about a month back when we saw a beautiful state-of-the-art swimming pool being launched. So these are the first times that, seeing things in social media, seeing things being said and actually seeing them reality happen in front of your eyes, really then convinces you that yes, things are happening. And I must say, this current generation that you are lucky that you are in an ecosystem where the government has valued the importance of entrepreneurship. We as a society are largely an agrarian society, and it does require some amount of push, both from governance as well as a little bit of providence, Providence in the sense that you're in the right time, at the right place. Governance in the sense that perhaps you are led by a chief minister who himself studied business and started off in the field of entrepreneurship, therefore values and understands the pains and angst of entrepreneurship, and also values the importance that entrepreneurship plays in building a state and an economy. So what I would like to say is that being the lucky people, you have a huge responsibility. If any of you have been selected for this particular exercise, please understand that you carry a huge responsibility. There is a huge risk being put forward by government into sponsoring what we call, I'm sure, largely first generation entrepreneurs. And in that, most bankers generally stay away from. So when you have this opportunity where you're getting this platform and support, not only in terms of finance, but in terms of incubation, and also perhaps trying to get you all to a platform where your products can be sold, please take this as a huge opportunity to try and make it happen. Because if you succeed, Meghalaya succeeds. And if Meghalaya succeeds, Northeast India can also play a valuable role in India's growth story towards becoming an economic superpower, which is extremely important, because the third point, which I would like to put, and where you all have the advantage, is that, as I said, one, we don't need to look too far beyond to sell our products. West of us is the entire Indian mainland market, hungry for consumption. Left is the ASEAN, a conglomeration of 8 to 10 Southeast Asian states, countries, which together has the same amount of GDP as India, 4.3 trillion. So technically, the fourth largest economy which we live in is largely on the right-hand side, and the fifth largest economy is on our left, which is the ASEAN, which we are contiguous to. So these are the opportunities that we lie in at this point of time. And my last message, as someone who has spent my time here in entrepreneurship, is that there is no substitute to hard work. Please understand that we have to understand that if we are venturing into any field, sometimes in our society and communities, we have so many obligations. Social obligations are important, which we must also manage. A bit of time and rest is important, but when you are starting your journey, I think the first thing you have to do is give all your time and energy towards what you are doing. You should really understand that the harder you work, the luckier you get. The harder you work, the chances of succeeding are higher.
And third, im and Bante Langs im. Miss
So our country is a very young country, and I can see many young people here. I was just telling Saloni, looking at all of you, you all are so young, and yet you're doing something important, making a change, making a difference. In our country, we have about 65% of people under the age of 35. So this is something which we need to, as a government, we need to tap the energy, so that we ensure that, as Ming said, that we look forward to have, global recognition. Of course, we're already number 4 now, but why can't we be number 1? We have a huge population, and if each of us contribute, you can imagine we can surpass anything. And then also, one thing we should not forget. You have pointed out that 20 years ago, only those families which have it in them, who have been there, have done that, and they are there till today, they are successful. Our people, this is something new, as you rightly said, this is a first generation entrepreneur, and at this moment, I'd like to give due respect and gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister. He often goes about and tell us stories about how he started initially, and it was very difficult for him, when he started. And he often says, I wish I was younger than now, having people who encourage, having the government to take it upon itself and encourage our young people. That's the only way out, because as you can see, government jobs are very limited and we have it in us. And having a chief minister like that who thinks for others, who, as I said, if he was there, he tried, and then of course later on he was even having a degree for starting out, a business. But then he says that he has difficult. So therefore, you can imagine for some of us who don't even have that kind of background, it is very difficult. But thanks to his vision, thanks to him that we have with us today Prime Meghalaya, we have CM Elevate, we have the Chief Minister E-Championship Challenge Program. We have so many programs. One thing, the other, it just connects, right? And I just want to, looking at that, when I think about him, I remember poetry. I'll just quote a few words from the renowned Khasi poet Ususotham. He says, quote, Baro ubre basta, manobala abanlen, laklang daple kalat, kumno ulay mankre. So we thank the Chief Minister for leading us, for giving hope, for giving us a chance. Don't you think so? He deserves a big round of applause. So today, as we celebrate your day, it's your day, each one of you. I congratulate you. I'm not an entrepreneur. I really appreciate what Ming has said. He can give you more of insight on that. But I just want to tell you something, that there is one thing and dream is another. You have to believe in yourself. Okay, believe in yourself. You have to make noise. You have to make people listen to you. Sometimes even in a family, we see signs in children, that they want to do something. They tell us in not so many ways, but then we don't kind of realize. It's only after a decade or so, then we realize, had we noticed this talent, we could have tapped it on the right path and, put them in some kind of course or things like that to kind of turn their passion into profession, as I said. So these are the kind of things. And another thing is that in this kind of meet, we often need to collaborate more, share your ideas, as I've said, and work together, because alone you can do little, but together you can do more. So this is something which I want to tell you, that sharing is really helpful, sharing your ideas.
So kemen sebut mo na malong kalong kum kaway kala bapen plelat yangi bangin yo ban pen I yaki kam ki bamengi tre te mana mata jong baro ye na mangi dan lagi jong ki kam ki ba ki seng teleng ba kan ni ka jing penya jong ka prem ni yo ban pen I ban baki brio rong intip ban la kham la shu ban penya ki kam ki jam jong ni business jong ni bangi ngile te ki dai baik kum ki fridge magnet kini ki small miniature souvenir ki mementos tadi ki return gift ai ngi julia tiban ngi supply gini tiar long shaki tourist places te kum sha sora malan long elephant falls but long keleng jaka hanya po Meghalaya jongi bat mentang yang sedang rugi ban phak tiar jongi sha Guwahati te apo kan net fee office kini ngi shna bi hayya ni tare be hayem deng lad untuk ngisa sulit supply pada untuk kan cakap em yem bo dukan ra ngisna be kum tu deng lad bsna ladi supply dan mereka baki orders ki wan shim hina ye dan ki bangi pen poi
ngasko ba ka ni ka chimpelong ya ni ka program ngasko kolong ka ba long ka bang long ngadong kom no hilong ka ba beng ma ken da ka mata u ki khun samla ki bodon ka takasap da ka ching don ju ka ni ka yo lo long kom ki ja ka ba I sim ki khun samla ni ki khun samla ki ba sengkam la chong ya la ban sei kata kasap dai ru tang kata namar na kaleng kapran ki ai ka chance ki khna ban ai hadu ka siang kadang ban plih kano ka lenti ban business ya ka kam hadu kom business kom ban pya ya kayo kido kalat kal ti kata ngas ngoba kadai ka kam ko ba akan ke cing pelong kini kayo ngas ngoba ti kita kalat ka ba beng phana mata chungi ki basangkam ma jo ti habe pa ki cing yaram ngai la dia ngade yo ya ka state award te la don pan nakalen cho pran ki yo na bar phone yang ki phone yang ki on wat ching apo ka sekatre jonga ki phawan yang office deng ta ngasa ya kando sedang ban ye itu man ta ho ngasna hayeng te adu aracar khanyo tengah yo pa state award acu sniam arkuwe arpo ayo state award kitiar ngas supply barabor ite kitiar chonga banga supply nya bu bet ne po kasi omporiam ni bodon ne po khandaila kitiar ki bangasna namar kitiar ki bangasna mdei bangasna ba yede batakanika celah kat kini ka kursiola chong ya kani ka yede pakini ka kursiola chong achachna hawa yede bat ki weru ki chaj benrio ngasat masih pinwandur masih kem cingmut mau nomor ba mata ba pej kat kum ka cingwan ka cuk dia sote ban ong ba da susna kini ketiar ki ba ya dei tang pakene ka kursola chong la long no kum bala ka cuk si ka cuk tiang lek kum no ban jiat ka yo ma kampen pla kampen per kum ba pi kini ki design ki long per pej bat unde udisan do kalong kamper te de nak kata kadau ngan le amno nga hawat kalat kalanti pangan pen pere ka design ke bade ka kursola chong orang asachna pede bat ku ki ban riu nga sachna
ai kublai ya ka peran mo bakal penyat ya ka program ha ka sengi bro kowe bakal pelong ya ka World Entrepreneur Day kadai sibinta bangi kom ki entrepreneur ni ki Nongseng ki badang susdang mo bangin ngau sarong ya la dia bangi yo kom kini ki platform bangin pen ya la ka jong ki sap ki bangi ni pen mi la kalong Jingshna ni ki Jingshat ni hakini ki kam ki bangi tray ki produk ki bangka ngapan mi hiya menta ki kom ki squash juice jam pickle chips candy kom kita ho Jingshna bi hasnong menta kayo ngapan ya cha shelong bat kom ju ro ki local market kom tu ho da uso bet dei ni dei da uso bangi wara nak ber kom tu te kamut mista pen kala kan chaki uso la ni chaki jam chaki kom ta pickle kidan ki so ki bang athong hi kum so brap pelom so yong ki bon ki jat so hanrei kum kini so persyong ki so turun pat ngahap thiet na ki than ki bakam kam shet kan stage than boy e
na bas dang ni teng ayo le training ha cooks te kan lemba ka MSSDS te lemba jong ka tu tingi layo ban le kini ki asya kini te ka ni ka yu ka biang ka rekom ai training hang tai biang kan terkadang sayo ban penkret ka euro ka karukom dia nado bang ayo ban training hang tai tang lala ban penyai layo ban buah hapon nari menta kilapan so hang tai hapo mitrin te lam kra te so ya ka euro ya ka hang tai hasnong ro ngi bo ya kini apa lai lom Nanti hapo asno la jong. Ban kre kini.
Yang ba di training kamu
Khat saus ngi training hapo ka MSSDS kan hapo ko. By training free. Ngi free kan nanti.
semua lo ke ai training juga kayak apa itu.
Ban yang ngai ta kala Arab ni nabar bangila ayo ban le kini ki ashar ki kala Arab la Arab shibun ya kata. Ngas ngau ba ka ai lat ai mesib yang ki kinong ki batre kam la jong ma gila ayo banwan pen iya kini ki produk jong am bangi yo ban sim bentalang hang ni te kadai katai ka we ka basu tenat pakila yo ban ngala ban yo sim benta ban yo ya dia ya yulang nado bang ayo training hitang la asdang mas aja apusau macam Sngap mas dap ngila training la dap training ngila ya sedang no hi kan kakam klem sange hira tinggal sedang ban na bas sedang hitang la ai ban chu ai mat chote untuk ki prolong mau sim mat ibni ashar bang ayo bang ale tekitu pak kita layo mat ki ong biang ubang teki sedang kan ban watit chua ki prolong tu nang te suki pat ngi sedang banyak keren hakidukan iwe bat ang bangin bu jong la jong tengi pat don pala mo tengi lemba kata pat long bangila ayo ban ayo pat lemba ki yu hiki prolog projor he bakila ya rap
bisa
supply ni ashar ngila supply tianari essential ti apo umyam te hantai hapo dukan hantai halai lum men ha kan tayo beladap ngalau bu hapo mau khar kadukan jong kibri tu ikan te ngalale ya keren hamau yong tambah kimpat ong ye te jaya orang ale keren kimpat ong ye kan nama ki badang bun ki ashar ki ke te tahan te hapo nari te man ngalale bun adu benai balai men ha kan ni man ubanai ki continue bete ki pan bet ki ong ubang
Jangan ada yang balik iki mushroom cake ban mushroom cookies. Te ngadi home baker. Te ngaklem yo training na ini isu hikai para tasisian. Tang sisian hingga set yo black forest. Te dadap nang tu pada ngasa persiang kiwi flavor tu. Te ndalale ini para yo niutin. Te kidon kan gitu ki don tu senyam lockdown. Te that ngisu that kan niutin. Te hau ni bala that pada te ong ni nya penyak cei nama kadai ka lockdown tu mah te ngia perkat te ngia le kumno te ngia perkat no ban le jingbam kan te ka resipi ni kong ngala siat ong kambang re pangasiat ni kong ngawat su hadu ngadalap ya kan ka resipi bamta te ngasa siat
banyak kek bisa
nga tanga siat bet yut pang cake but cookies si tama different flavor jong cakes kan tama nga sushim bet tang kibayo order pan
supply
uni yang menta hanga su ayo bet tang kibasu order bet yo cake hi tang ampat supply ke nga kampat bu dekan kampat bu
ko pan order uni kiliam
oh kisu kontak ya nga te kadon ka Instagram page su ka kharbuli home bake
te keteng jonga kadai ba kantiulang kharbuli ngasong sa po mau tawar te misdang kan ka kamrep lingi sedang Sngap aja ka khandai aja khandai sedang balik training apa sedang apa kiviki nang te hadi nang tu hau ujuk Sngap ni ngalik training apa CAU kabadang apa Ribhoi district hang tu ngalik training arbanai ngalik training yu oyster mushroom button mushroom Ustaki mushroom lengkap u sembah ini sembah tet. Jadi Sngap ajar how to Sngap ajar arpau ni sedang mempersang hai tai ying wai batang si sanpau paket si spa paket untuk dengan i bahkan ka arkam update ke ika kadang kata ka jingyo nang mah pleng yang i tengi sedang how Sngap ajar arpau wei i hadir mila ada mila persang kumta tinggi sedang ajar wei ni kit ijakai ba ibarat apa nang kalau tinggi sedang mensinai farm tinggi bu ya kasem mentangi sinas sem tinggi dan sem arli kamu karung kasem kebangi tung kenong saus pak paket kamu akas buat cultivation kau hitung saus pak paket aku nong ini saus pak kilo kamu akas senam kawan sekembang kat ar lani kat lai kat saus kumta akas senam de hadian bangila ya lakmi bah nutit kijing jungi bat belong nimla bandi fresh ulong jenjan marbak self life jungi kadang tang lai si sau si kam long buan tang la Islam jelop no tegi customer kini you shoot dia kata bentang dan pada si para jungi ba i loving star i approach a government aku bang ila banyo aku ka solar dryer jadi nang tang ya kini ki fresh ki ba ya kek bang imla ban di fresh tu ni dry hadin bang ila ada dry pat you tengi lihat no ya kini ni dia kini dry bat ni lihat kini ki cake bat ya kini ki asar tet tai kan beleng lihat ta nomor ba ni ba ladang ide fresh tu ni fresh ni dia kum hayau macam don sena bang dia hayau kini hayu ki simtat jaka bangin kador ni la ni dia bet live spa nga dia hayau ni dia ni yok dor kasih spa san pau si spa pau dia tak kada bangi proses no unik nang ba ni la berkanek tak kador kan kador kalau ni dia bet haka live spa nga
mentang sni kedai kesni ke ba dek sing ngala ban ong kalong kesni ke ba kongsan la ke benta ki kena leni gini ki samla jangi mo ki batrai ka kam na jong ti kani kasni kede kata ka World Entrepreneurs Day ka ba ka perthai ka itho leni ka recognize gini ki brio leni ki kena ki batrai ka kam na jong mo tinga smo badai ban ai khublei ya ka prime Meghalaya ka ba la create ekani ka platform ka ba lawan ra ekani ka celebration benta kasni ka ba create ekata ka platform na ka benta kini ki entrepreneurs ki jongi kidon ki budding entrepreneurs kidon ki entrepreneurs ki baladon lupa haka jing yat linti ka jongki tikani ka we ka platform ka ba wanra ekata ka jing itho ikini ki entrepreneurs ki badon haka jela Meghalaya jongi hi ka we tinga ngayang hangne na kalyang jong ka Meghalaya State Skill Development Society ngade skill development officer iba pek bakni ka East Khasi Hills district but ngi trailang ka MSSDS ka trailang bat ka prime halor ban kentiu ikini ki khna samla mo ki badon ya kasap ka phong ki bapher bat ban promote ro ikata kasap ka phong ka jongki khnang ba kanlong kalat ka lenti nam ta jongki bakin yeng hala ki jongki kejat te ka MSSDS ho kade kata ka nodal agency ka ba la itho da ka sarkar Meghalaya ka ba hapok ka labor skill development and Labor Employment and Skill Development Department di lingba ka MSSDS ni ju play kalat kalenti ban ai kita ki jin pitbet halo ki jai kam ki ba pher ki balong demand base mo katkum kasap ka phong ba ki khna ki jongi ki la don lupa tingi ju ai kita ki training short term training but kini ki jai training ki long ha ki jai kam ki ba pher te kumta kini ki khna ro ha ba ki la dep ka training ki don na pedeng jongki bangiling bat ka prime khnang ba kinyo badai kata ka support khnang ba kila ban seng badai ki kam ki jam ki jongki haki jat kam ki ba pher te kumne nga kwa ban kentu ki khon samla ken ni ba ka government ka play ka lat ka lenti nak menta ki khon samla khamtam hakani ka perthai menta bangi ong ba ka perthai ka do kam mo henry aba pipet badai ka saudong ka saukun ka jongpi ngi iba ka kam ka dang bon ti ka shong hangi shimet hangi iwei bangin yo i ya kata ke ngimde ban khmi lenti than tang ya kam sarkar abangi don ublei ula ai ngi kti jat bangin pendong kam ya ka ila ban pendong kam ya ka ki jai kam ki ba pher ki bla don lupa hapo kani ka saudong ka saukun ki jongi tika jing long ka jongi ka long tam bangin yu i jangai kita bangin yu i ba bangin shim ya kani ka lat ka kabu ka government ka don ban ai kata ka support na kamta ki khon samla mo ti wan ken chakmat what ki lat ki lenti and seek information mo information is just in the tip of your hand pitang shu browsed through the internet ikini ki lat kelenti phile cheki website jangkini ki government departments ki ba pher kum ka MSSDS prime pini i ba don bon kita ki lat kelenti ka ba ka government ka ai ki khon samla khnang ba ki la ban kieu ha ka jingim ka jongki khnang ba ki la ban yeng hala ki jongki ka jat te kum ha ka ni ka sni ru hoi ka kentu ke ni ki khna samla ba kin wan chakmat pet ikini ki lat kelenti ba ka government ka don ban offer na menta jongki but shim ya ka ni ka lat kelenti mdei ba kan chulong wasted mo mdei ban pen leno e kini ki lat kelenti ti kumta hoi what happening lada phidang don ha ka jing puli le ne phim puli sho ka don ka lawe na ka menta jong phi ken te ka e ka banga kwa ban ong ka long wan chakmat but shim ya kini ki lat kelenti ba ka government ka don ban a kini ki trainings ba ka MSSDS ka don ban offer nak benda ki khon samla mo ki belong educated uneducated ki bala drop out na ki school ki badon khat pras nem sheneng tingi ai kini ki trainings ba kini ki trainings ru mdong kam mansiu ti le se mo na ki thai nong kendong la da don ki khna ki ba kwa man chim kini ki trainings ki ba ki training center ki don cha sor ti kila ban wan cha sor na mar bele ka government ka offer ru ka residential facilities ka ba kim dong kam mansiu ti kumta ki khna samla ki jongi ka long tang ba kin ha ban wat ikini ki information kalat kalenti ka don ndai ka shong happy bra ba pinwat ikilat kalenti kumno ba pin yo ban wan chekini ki trainings ki ba pher ka ban nong ka jingya rap ru yepi ba khitnieng hala ki jongi ki jat kai
who not only delights customers but also raises the bar for quality, sustainability and local sourcing. This is the Food Entrepreneurship Award, and for this help me welcome Barrister Maya Nongseng. Recognizing entrepreneurs who combine customer focus, innovation and strong business practices to set new benchmarks in the industry. For Mela Handloom. Who would win the People's Choice Award? The nominees are the entrepreneurs who have put up their stalls here. So a public voting system has been conducted there and the votes have been cast, and now we would like to declare the winners of the People's Choice Award. I would like Fashion Academy Shillong. Congratulations Fashion Academy Shillong for winning the People's Choice Award. Congratulations for winning Prime People's Choice Award.